hear her? Can you hear the forest speak?
There are moments in Fee where it could quite easily all be a dream. Fee is actually not just the name of the game, but also the name of a small, black, almost crystalline fox who loves to do a bit of singing. He's not just howling at the moon though, he actually uses music to communicate with his fellow woodland creatures in a way that makes the game evolve into a kind of living symphony for the eyes and the ears. Based on the Nordic forest, the world around you oozes and glows with pastel colours. Unfortunately for Fee, the angular nature of this world means that it's fairly unfriendly and nonsensical. Despite a variety of flat surfaces, you can't really just explore the open world hubs that the game creates. Instead, you're forced to follow specific paths because you can't just leap up that rock and head on up to the cliff you need to climb. It's actually a case of discovering the very prescribed routes and then following them to a T. The map doesn't exactly make that clear either. It's technically top down and does provide you with a vague waypoint indicator, but there's no sense of terrain or accessibilities just from looking at it. That makes the fact you can't really explore the world properly a bit of an issue, especially when you're trying to get through the story. I spent far too much time knowing where to go but having no idea how to get there. The game does equip you with different skills in an attempt to make traversal easier though, starting with tree climbing and going through to the ability to soar for short periods of time because Fee is also apparently part flying squirrel. Well, that's if you manage to collect enough pink crystals to unlock that particular skill and realise you have to return to the mother tree in order to actually get access to it. It's complicated. Because that's another problem with Fee, it doesn't actually tell you anything. There are a few button prompts in place for, telling you can jump and sing and hide in bushes from the evil things that want to eat you, but little else. And that's a bit of a problem when it comes to working out exactly what to do, and that's when Fee turns from platformer to puzzle game in one almost smooth motion. It's not technically pitched as a puzzle game, but you'll certainly end up scratching your head at various points. The only way to figure out exactly what to do is to sing at everything. Animals, trees, that weird rock over there? Oh wait, that's a clue. Who knew? No one. But it's seriously amazing how quickly all those frustrations melt away when it all works. When you're riding on the back of a dog-type animal through patches of mushrooms that glow when you howl, or when you're perched on top of a tree watching the gigantic deer you just freed stomp around against a backdrop of this blue mist, or even when you're flying through the air across a pastel sky on a scaly bird. It's utterly stunning. The world developer Sponk has created is incredible and regularly takes your breath away if you let it. Singing with the creatures is a wonderful thing too, and learning how the different songs and abilities change the world around you is part of the delight of Fee, and I strongly advise you to let your ears pay particular attention to the soaring orchestral score that melts in and out of existence almost as much as your attention to Fee. For a 6-hour game though, there's plenty of story packed in too. Pick up those orbs that occasionally fall out of dead enemy heads and you'll get a monster's eye view of the forest and the horror of the devastation they're causing. Because, for all the tranquility in the singing and the animals, the game is actually meant to be about our relationship with nature. And up until the very end, which is sadly slightly disappointing, it'll make you question what we're doing to our planet. There's some seriously powerful narrative wrapped up in that colour and cute, and fighting the faceless beasts, known as the Silent Ones, is just part of uncovering the secrets of the forest. Yes, the traversal may be problematic, and don't even talk about the red-hot rage that came from trying to leap from tree to tree on the back of that giant deer, and the way forward may not always be entirely clear, but it's certainly a journey that you'll remember. Fee sometimes misses the mark, but it's an emotional masterpiece of aesthetic. If you want something that feels along the lines of Ori and the Blind Forest crossed with Shadow the Colossus, then this is it. We're giving it 3.5 stars. So that's our review of Fee. If you play it, let us know in the comments below, click the links on the left for more from us, and don't forget to hit that big button in the middle for more news, reviews, previews, reviews and more from us here at GamesRadar Plus.